This is culturally inappropriate.
Ballerinas doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking ass and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets in rose mode. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Bitches fly from DC on my private to Waikiki. 3P, niggas is my sons and that's on repeat. Sins of the father, so I call you little Michis. It's easy, how could you and me be? Ever seen his peers, can't compare, you just CC. Don't you know these clears in my ears, only VVs? Play musical chairs for the stairs.
Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work.
Welcome to YellBro. I am Jordan, and today, Trump has sent in the National Guard, and now he's going to send in some Marine Corps people into LA. Of course he is. But first, don't forget
What's wrong with that?
Holy shit. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Thank you. Well, for years, right-wingers been telling me that, yo, the Democrats want to, bring the military in and put us in Walmarts and, internment camps and black helicopters. And now the guy's just openly doing it.
For LA? It smells like shit, and they burn their shit down anyways, so whatever.
Anyways, I'll wait till a coherent statement flies out of your face before I respond. But, all right.
Top Korean, have you ever heard of that statement?
What? Anyways.
Rooftop Korean. You've never heard of those?
Nope.
You're about to get them again. You keep up this black shit.
Oh, wait, that guy can't throw. You're a wobbler, bro. Anyways, don't worry, you're going to see someone else who can't throw, too. But, this is from, I don't know who this is, Colin Rugg. I assume he's some sort of mainstreamy type of guy, I think, right? Co-owner of Trending Politics, okay, some guy. Breaking, about 500 Marines have been mobilized to respond to the Los Angeles protests, according to CNN. The Marines are based out of Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms, California, and will join the National Guard. The Marines will not be conducting law enforcement activity unless the president invokes the Insurrection Act. This guy's trying to break a record for what's the most controversial shit I could possibly do at all moments in time. He's just trying to break records. 29 Palms is outside.
Maybe you're scared of Marines.
My dad's a Marine. Shut the fuck up. 29 Palms is outside of Joshua Tree National Park in the desert and is about a 2.5 hour drive from downtown LA. Okay, I don't need to know their location. It's more about the precedent being set, right? Where you put military people on the ground to deal with Americans. That's where it's a little weird, right? A little worrisome, right? And I had this whole argument yesterday, too, where it's listen, this is clearly, anti-Jesus, anti-good, anti-moral. It's just full-blown trying to round people up. Obviously, you're going to get dum-dums that respond because they're not even thinking about morality. They're thinking about survival. And then the other dum-dums are going to respond to the dum-dums that started, going after ICE or whatever. So I see a bunch of dumb fucks circle jerking each other. Some robots that just take orders from some other people. Let's be honest. No offense to them. I'm sure there's some cool people there that have honor and integrity and morals. But let's be real. The people that order them around are cunts. Let's just be honest.
Well, you also have to understand, when they send in the National Guard, their guns are fucking empty. They have no ammunition. They're going to have to
That doesn't matter.
CQB.
It's not about that. The point is, if Jesus floated down from the sky, these guys would oh, sorry, we back off, we're done. We disperse. All sides. That's what I'm saying. Is that no one's carrying around the fucking moral football. Instead, it's I'm following orders or I'm a dummy. Am I wrong? Following the orders of
Vietnam
dumb people
weapons
or
is
just being
pretty
dumb on
fun.
your own? Oh my god. Point is, things like this, part of me has to think that it's on purpose to get people to fight with each other. I have to think that.
They need to stop being commies, and it wouldn't happen.
If Trump was allowed to do everything that, well, let's be real, it's not even his administration. Whoever runs the government, right? Intelligence agencies, whatever the fuck, whoever runs it. If they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they wanted without any type of backlash or someone saying no to it, we'd probably be dead. Keep it a buck. We'd either be quasi enslaved or dead. Let's be honest. I think you recognize that too, Harrison. Anyways.
Yeah, kinda. I just don't like the queerness.
Whatever. All right, so point is, this sets a dangerous precedent. If he invokes the Insurrection Act, another thing, right? Just like like what happened on January 6th, right? When the government responded a certain way, set the ground, set the foundation for this now. Oh, they want to do that? Well, watch what I'll do. See? Granted, he was president while that happened, I think. Yeah, he was still president. Actually, yeah, I'm wrong. My bad. That wasn't a Democrat, right? That was Trump administration. He called them criminals, didn't he? He pardoned them later, but he promised to pardon them to win an election, but anyways, once again, I can't help but think that it's just using people against each other. And another IQ test. You shouldn't be cheering for the National fucking Guard or any military guys to be running people over or gathering people up like these ICE raids. I think it's immoral. Blatantly immoral to do. But they're not from here. Fuck your borders, you idiot. Shut up. Go back to moral school,
What
you
if they're
dummy.
like setting things on fire and stuff like that?
Then stop them. But that's not what happened, is it? Is it, Harrison? That's not what happens.
The cops aren't doing it because their mayor won't let them, because she's an idiot.
So then they're just dummies following orders. You get it yet?
Well, that's the LAPD, but the National Guard is not the LAPD.
Who's their boss? Exactly. A dummy.
You mean Donald Trump?
Yes.
Well, good luck, I guess, for those guys, because he's going to fuck them up.
He is doesn't use morals in his actions, and he's actually stupid. I think he's a dumb person, too. Let's not get that twisted. I think he's actually dumb, too. But anyways, divide and conquer, the old adage, you know. We have a counter response from Gavin Newsom from California.
It's not even a war. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Well,
It's like you're gonna burn down more of Los Angeles for dumb shit. Okay.
well, it'll be a few people that do that, right? Majority of the time, in most protests, it's usually a small minority that do stupid shit like that. Everyone else takes the blame for it. That has been a known thing. Alex Jones should know that. He's like, oh my god, agent provocateurs. You know, cops that
even
dress up like
still,
protesters.
it's spread everywhere. It's all over the news. We know what Los Angeles is doing,
Yeah.
and they look like assholes.
There's agent provocateurs, and there's just straight up idiots. Like people who do these stupid fucking things because maybe they want attention or they want to feel like the ultimate protester. You're gonna hear one or see one very soon. But first, let me read from Gavin Newsom here. Okay, we are suing Donald Trump. What is this YouTube title? Like, what is that statement? Whatever. I guess they're gonna try to sue Donald Trump. This is a manufactured crisis. He's creating fear and terror to take over a state militia. What? Take over a state militia and violate the U.S. Constitution. The illegal order he signed could allow him to send the military into any state he wishes, which is, once again, this is what right-wingers used to say to me. And now they're like, yeah, get them. They're illegal, bro. Like, why do you fight harder for this than you do for when you see your own government blowing children up? I don't hear those fucking guys when that's happening. They keep their mouths fucking shut. They care about, there's too many Mexican restaurants around here. Because they're little children pussies, bro. No offense to children, sorry. They're little pussies. Cowards. They would never pick up a gun and go over there. What they'll do is they'll beg other people to do it for them. Because they're cowards. A lot of these guys are cowards. A lot are idiots, too. Just put that out there. They don't realize that these things get used against them at some point. I mean, it already has, right? We saw January 6th. But yeah, these things will get used against you. Go ahead, try doing that Unite the Right. What is it called? Is it Unite the Right? Unite the Right rally? That South Carolina joint? Go ahead, try doing that now. See what happens. Go out there screaming, fuck the Jews. Go out there and do that. See what happens.
The right's not allowed to have a platform. It's only you guys.
You guys.
You guys with your gay shit and your trannies.
You
and
guys.
Your homos. and your AIDS.
I'm probably all the best parts of the right wing. I probably have them, and you're missing some. Let's put it that way. So I don't play sides. I go to what I think is the right thing to do. Anyways, yeah, good luck having a Unite the Right rally today. Go ahead, go out there with big flag, like, fuck Israel. Go ahead, do it. See what happens.
No, I don't want to meet any glowies. No, fuck that shit. They'll put me in prison.
Exactly. You're all getting fucked up for hate speech. Anyways, every governor, red or blue, should reject this outrageous overreach. True. There's a lot of hyperbole out there. This isn't that. This is an unmistakable step toward authoritarianism that threatens the foundation of our republic. We cannot let it stand. Now, I don't trust it coming from this guy. Anyone can say words out loud. But, on the surface, it's like, yeah, a new precedent is being set here. Every time, they just up the ante every fucking time. It's incredible. This guy, like, if you actually analyze all of this administration's actions, this is probably, on the surface, people would consider the worst presidency of all time. I kid you not. And he's nowhere near done yet. I mean, on every topic, he does fucking harmful shit to not just domestically, but overseas. It's incredible.
Well, technically, the economy is doing better because Joe Biden was not doing his job. Somebody else was doing it for him, so it's doing a little bit better.
That is down to $1.50.
Like, no, it's fucking not.
Eggs cheaper.
How many kids had to die for those eggs? Trump.
Cheaper gas, cheaper. The eggs. You know what the thing about the eggs was? They needed the eggs to develop those vaccines.
Oh, look at that. The vaccine he pushed and still pushes.
There was a fucking decrease in the amount of eggs because we had to make all those vaccines. That's why the cost of eggs went up. Nobody realizes that. We needed the eggs to develop the vaccines because that's how they make the what do they call that? The mRNA replicant stuff for the vaccines.
I honestly
that they could shoot in everybody, not just in America but across the world. That we shipped everywhere.
I honestly have no clue. And wait, was Trump a part of that?
Yeah, that's why eggs are expensive. It's because of the vaccines.
Wait, is Trump a part of the vaccine? Is he a part of that? Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is.
The whole COVID thing happened at the very end of Trump's term, and then Biden took over.
But
And then it was
Operation
like,
Warp Speed. Operation Warp Speed. We're getting vaccines out there faster than ever.
That was him.
and then the eggs.
Oh, so he sucks on that too, huh?
Yeah, they
shit.
took all the eggs to fucking make vaccines to transport all over the world.
Anyways,
And I don't even know if they were effective, by the way.
This guy is horrendous on basically everything. He is horrendous basically on everything. Even the immigration thing, people are like, yeah, we're getting illegal immigrants out. Well, he has an idea to make sure that some of them can get permission slips to stay. And what are these people? They're hotel workers.
Why would you want illegals here, though?
Farmers. Ask Trump why he wants them here. It's for his buddies.
Why would you want
his buddies' cheap labor?
Why would you want illegals? Why would you want illegals here?
Well, first of all, they're humans. That's where I start. They're human beings. And my morals go beyond your stupid little laws in this stupid little country. We're a rock floating in space.
Oh.
How important are your fucking rules?
I live in the same country. You probably do, so.
Sorry, I think bigger about the world, not smaller. Anyways.
Oh, you see the big picture. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah. Anyways. So, okay, I guess he's gonna sue him or whatever. But, you know, it's just one. I don't know as much about Gavin Newsom. The things I've heard I don't like. So I figured he's working on the corrupt scale that Trump works on, and this is just celebrities shouting back and forth at each other while everyone else in between loses. That's probably the case. Bad to guess. But, all right.
Gavin
Finally.
Slough Menendez that never got caught. He's a fucking asshole.
I'm sure he is an asshole. I'm sure he is. But, yeah, let's move on. And, so you can already see I have a problem with sending dudes with tactical gear on to round people up. I already have a fucking problem with that. What I also have a problem with is this shit. Now let play. No fucking audio though. You have a guy randomly throwing rocks at random fucking cars, and he can't throw either. He has a noodle arm, bro. Actually, this fool's throwing slower than a little leaguer.
This guy has a great arm. It's the other guy behind him that has a poor arm.
No, this guy can't throw. You can tell he can't throw.
No, he smashed a lot of fucking windows.
So, I need to know what purpose this fucking serves for anyone. Of just chucking rocks at random cars going by. What purpose does that serve? And it's always where it's like a few of them versus like mass amounts of people. Right? It's always this tiny percentage of people that grab rock to hit random cars. Like, literally, it's anonymous. You don't know who the fuck's in there. You idiots. And this one, a bigger idiot, says, we need more of what you see in this video. That's why they say they're going to use every investigative tool to find him. If protesters took this approach in large numbers, the state would be absolutely incapable of coping with it. Which smells like a cop. I don't know who this guy is, but he's talking like a cop. Straight up. Trying to get other people in trouble.
Yeah. What's wrong with arresting that guy? I mean, that's your property, not his.
What?
Yeah, those vehicles, you paid for them. You pay taxes. He didn't.
These guys are probably American, you dummy. Are you trolling me?
No, I really doubt it.
You think these two guys who might be on the run from ICE are going to now stand out in the middle of the public in broad daylight and chuck rocks at cars? Are you trolling?
Not paying taxes.
These
guys are not paying taxes.
Dumb kids.
You're supporting them, okay? You're supporting these guys throwing rocks at your police.
It's some. Those aren't police cars,
well,
dude.
Let's go. I mean, let's go. I love it.
These are probably dumb kids, and this little mind attempting brainwashing adult here. It's telling like more people should be doing this. Fucking rocks at random cars.
not a dumb
You're a
kid.
fucking idiot. Like, if you see this guy, you're a fucking
Stupid,
idiot,
and,
bro.
This guy is an adult. He's probably like 30 years old and throwing rocks.
Okay, you're trolling. I got it. Anyways,
Like my
this
balls.
guy, someone should find this guy, get him a coloring book, and say, just stay out of it, man. Here's some crayons. Right, I got 20 different colors, man. Here's some crayons and a coloring book. Sit on the side, little guy. All right. Let the adults handle things. You go over there. You enjoy that coloring book. It's a Disney one too. You could do the Lion King or Aladdin, Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs. You could do all, man. Enjoy your little coloring book. Just stay at it. Let the adults handle this. Get them a nice little juice box too. The peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some potato chip. Let them sit over there on the side and watch everything, but do nothing.
Not like make more room, you know. These guys are just being dicks, and we can like move them elsewhere. I'm all for it.
Once again, these guys are probably American, so you know. They're probably American. I'm just saying.
CNN, you're a freak.
Anyways, so once again, in all these major political events, quote unquote major events, there's always going to be the dumb always rise to the top and get the most attention over and over again. It's some cop or a military dude beating the shit out of a protester, and they're like, oh, look what this guy did. There's some protester lighting shit on fire. Like, look what this guy did. While Trump is enjoying his Happy Meal in the Oval Office, just chilling. You fucking idiots. You're all fucking tools. You're all bots. You're all dummies. Peaceful protesting, that's fine by my standard. Like, walking outside and chanting and
why do we have to be happy eating a fucking cheeseburger? Or they're beating the shit out of us.
where are
Is that your
what
plan?
Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Is that your master plan? You want to take over the fest? Because you're burning them down. You're not going to have any left. You're stupid. That's your cause.
You keep saying that's my cause when it's not. Because you're a dummy. Anyways. Luckily, Dubster's not here to further subvert things to help you out. Or Matt Hunter. He's too pussy. Anyways. Yeah. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. Well, yeah, these guys out there playing football on the beach. That's awesome. Let them do that. Keep them away from social issues, bro. No offense to, I don't know any of these gentlemen here or ladies that are probably playing. I don't know any of them. But something tells me, by law of averages, that at least some of them would fuck someone up if they stepped on their shoes or hopped up on their vehicle and took a selfie. I had that somewhere. Where's that? Where's that at? What the fuck? Oh, bookmarks. Where's that at? Oh, you don't want to know about this one.
So hot 12-year-old.
That's it. That's the cops running. Once again, people smashing windows again like idiots. Where's this shit at? Right here. Alright, you see some kid jump up, take a picture. Someone took a picture for him probably. And he jumped off, right? And walked away. This was like,
That's my truck. That's my truck. That's my truck.
like fucking children. How do you not read the scenario? But alright, he jumped up and took a picture. If you didn't see, you could just ask. Like, hey man, what'd you do over there? What's up? Talk to me. See how grown men handle things versus children? You see what grown men can do? Or grown women can do? Versus a child with fucking tactical gear on?
You touched my truck.
Yeah.
You could walk up to him like a man, but hey, man, what's up? Like, don't do that, man, because you're gonna get in trouble or some shit. Like, just don't do that. I know you jumped up for a picture or whatever. Just don't do that again, okay? Thank you.
Push that movie hole.
Like, part of my job is keeping you safe. So you jumping up on there, people don't know what you're doing, and someone sees that, they might react to you. So don't do that, man. See how savages operate versus little children? See the little children? See them? The little kids? With no throwing arms? See what children do? Anyways. There you go. Another clusterfuck scenario of political events that, once again, I think it's smaller by percentage, but a lot of people, but smaller percentage, like, fail the IQ test of the scenario. And because they do that, the first ones that the Trump administration or the FBI or the Marines or whoever the fuck look at, they see these and they're like, this is what people are doing. There's a lot of them out there. They jump to conclusions, and then it ends up escalating to something worse. Just like when you have, like, oh, we have people that are illegally here. Well, how do we handle that? Send in the fucking National Guard. Send in the National Guard. It's like, what? That's your response?
What if you?
You're not an
what if
adult. You're a
able-
child. Trump needs to go out there front line by himself with give him the fucking sound
What if
cannon,
you're-
give him the flashbang. Say, you do it. You fucking do it. Oh, you can't? You can't do it? You in your prime
what
age
if
couldn't
you're
do it
able
still?
What if you're able to move families away from the front line because they were being bombed by the Ukrainians because you weren't supposed to be there in the first place?
Because they're being bombed like the Ukraine. Your question doesn't even make sense. And by the way, Trump's funding that too. Say no. Funding and arming that as well. Thanks for pointing out another fuck up.
I'm saying, what do you want? Do you want Russia to win, or do you want the United
What?
States to win? Because
It's funny you
I'm
say it
stuck
that
in a
way.
situation.
It's funny you say it that way, that it's Ukraine versus Russia, and you said you want the U.S. to win. That's it. Thank you for putting it that way. I think you just answered your own fucking question.
I don't think I did. I think you're making
don't
shit
think-
up.
You don't think
Again.
Russia gets the excuse to encroach because they're getting backed by all these Western countries and NATO? Of course, that's the reason that they're going to at least say maybe they are war hungry. But guess what? We'll never find out about that because the U.S., the EU, NATO are encroaching on them.
But what if there's a man there that knows everything
Oh my
in a
God.
way?
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Point is, a bunch of dumb people all around doing horrible things to each other. This can clearly escalate into something much worse. We've seen that happen before. It's usually the dumbest guys have the loudest voices, like this fucking idiot. Or the president, or whoever the fuck, or Gavin Newsom. It's always the dumb guys with the loudest voices that they're somehow going to be the ones that take care of these scenarios. And all they do is make things worse. Over and over and over again. But there's your video. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think. Have you picked a side? Are you an adult? Can you think deeper about it? Like, okay, what can we think of doing before going straight to throw rocks at cars? Is there any type of action you can think of doing before it goes to let's throw rocks at cars? Is there any scenario you can think of that comes to your mind, before sending the National Guard, sending the Marines? Anything like that? Any thought process that can happen before that? Any type of ideas? I think 5-year-olds can do that. But these children, no, these people they didn't figure it out yet. They failed thinking class. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.